They can't take it to 10.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, ball.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, a run with Cohen. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky. Out. Ran. Undercrunch. Watch twist.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
36. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll be brought down loose losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shit, watch the shit. Ran, go.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shit.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
24 is the mark. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot. Slam. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's coming.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Check. Lock in. Check 25. Kill.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hekker, on to punt for the Rams. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Haywood! I got it!
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go. I got 29.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
We got four. Watch number 29. Check 15. No.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 25 on second down, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Going up top for Kupp. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Double tight. Double tight. Alert. 3 down.
Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And the Bears first down.
Ready? 58, come on. Check pass. Check.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 30-yard line.
And that'll set them back 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, G. Value 3. Value. Okay.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
180. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well,
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Woods, the intended receiver.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Motion. Move.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
24 is the mark. Lock in. Here we go. Do.
On 1st down, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check. Crouch. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert. Check.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Now, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Right here, right here. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. 18.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Super 66.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Goff's throw into the hands of Henderson. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
To the air again. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movement.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Goff looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, exit. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, check.
From the 22, Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 12.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it.
And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check. SOS. Kill.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going up top for Miller. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. And he puts a little something extra into this one. By far his best of the night. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a first down throw, gone. And he's got the hook up here, it's Woods. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On first down, it's gone. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
It's our time. It's our time.
Ric Flair.
Now gone. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one